Hello everyone, I am Dr. Siyad, MBBS, MD in Health Informatics. I am also specialized in clinical terminology and medical coding.
In this video, we are going to walk through everything you need to know about the AAPC CPC exam, the Certified Professional Coder exam. Whether you are a brand new medical coder, a student in the coding program, or a healthcare professional looking to add a credential, this video is designed for you. Let's get started. So, what is exactly the CPC? The CPC stands for Certified Professional Coder. It is the most widely recognized medical coding credentials in the United States and many other countries. And it is awarded by the AAPC, the American Academy of Professional Coders. At this core, the CPC credentials proves that you can accurately assign three types of codes that are used in medical billing. First, CPT codes, which describe the procedures and services a physician performs. Second, ICD-10-CM codes, which describe the patient's diagnosis and conditions. And third, HCPCS Level 2 codes, which cover supplies, equipments, and certain services not found in CPT. The CPC is particularly valued for coders working in outpatient settings, that is physician offices, clinics, and ambulatory surgical centers. The approved code books are AMA CPT Professional Edition current year, ICD-10-CM current year, any publisher, HCPCS Level 2 current year, any publisher. Current year books are highly recommended as code sets are updated annually. Even though some examination centers in India allow previous year's textbooks until the end of April of the following year, so please confirm this with your examination center. You may choose to utilize books from the preceding year, the current year, or the combination of both. However, only one copy of each book is allowed. You have the options of using printed books or e-books while taking your certification exam. Now, why does this credential matter? There are 6 big reasons. It is the industry standard, recognized by hospitals, insurance companies, and physician practices nationwide. It increases your earning potential. So certified coders consistently earn significantly more than their non-certified peers. It opens doors to career advancement, including roles in auditing, compliance, and consulting. It demonstrates your competency in coding guidelines. It builds your professional credibility. And finally, AAPC memberships gives you access to networking, continuous education units, job boards, and a wide ranges of resources. So in short, earning your CPC is one of the best investments you can make in your medical coding career. So before you register for a CPC exam, let's talk about eligibility. Who can sit for this exam? First, you must have an active AAPC membership. You can't register without it. Second, while it is not a strict requirement, AAPC recommends that candidates have at least 2 years of professional coding experience in a clinical or billing environment. But this is not mandatory. Anyone can sit for the exam. But don't worry, if you are a beginner, no need to worry about the experience. Third, completing an AAPC approved medical coding training program is strongly encouraged before you sit for the exam. But if you're having any background knowledge in basic science and anatomy, even you can use the YouTube tutorials to learn. So my channel is very much helpful for in this purpose. And fourth, you will need a solid foundations in human anatomy, medical terminology, and pathophysiology. These are essential for interpreting clinical documentation and assigning correct codes. So if you have this basic knowledge without following any approved medical coding training, you can sit for the exam while you are follow up the online classes of my medical coding with Dr. Ziadaya. And here's some great news. There's no minimum age requirement and you don't need a college degree. People from all kinds of professional backgrounds can apply. Now here's an important note for new coders. If you pass the exam but haven't yet completed your 2 years of work experience, AAPC will grant you a CPC-A credential. The A stands for Apprentice. You will hold the designation until you fulfill the experience requirement, at which point it becomes a full CPC. So don't let the experience requirement stop you from studying and sitting for the exam. Now let's look at the exam itself, the format, the numbers, and what to expect on the test day. The CPC exam consists of 100 multiple choice questions. Every question has 4 answer options A, B, C, and D. And there is exactly one correct answer for each. You have 4 hours, that's 240 minutes, to complete all 100 questions. When you work that out, you get approximately 2 minutes and 24 seconds per question. So the time management is absolutely critical. Here's one of the most important things to know about CPC exams. It is open book. You are allowed to bring your physical copies of CPT Professional Edition, ICD-10 and HCPCS Level 2 code books in the exam. You can tap them, highlight them and annotate them with personal notes. The passing score is 70%, means you need to correctly answer at least 70 out of 100 questions to earn your credential. So let me also highlight a few key features. There's no negative marking, meaning you are never penalized for wrong answer. So if you don't know, always make your best guess. Many questions are scenario based. They present a clinical vignette or an operative note and ask you to select the correct code. And the exam covers multiple medical specialties across all body systems. So knowing these basics will help you to plan your preparation strategies effectively. When it comes to taking exam, AAPC gives you two options and both award the same credential upon passing. The first option is at the home exam, which has become very popular for its flexibility and convenience. In this format, you take the exam from your home or private workplace and the live human proctor monitors you in real time via webcam and screen sharing. You will need a reliable internet connection, a compatible computer and a quiet private room where no other person can be present during the exam. Your code books are placed on your desk and the proctor verifies them before you begin. Checks-in start 15 minutes before your scheduled time and you will need a government issued photo ID. If you want more details regarding taking the exam at home, you can visit following link, the link in the description, and it will give you the detailed description regarding taking exam at the home. So you can read this description. The second option is the in-person exam at Pearson VUE Testing Center. This provides a traditional structured testing environment with on-site proctors, a great choice if you are less comfortable with technology or prefer a dedicated exam sitting. A couple of things apply to both formats. You must bring physical code books, and after 2026, AAPC CPC introduced online digital book versions to use in the exam. In this link, you can read the books for the exams. As of January 2025, AAPC members can choose to use code books in the format they prefer, e-books or print, while taking their certification exams. So this article gives you the frequently asked questions regarding the e-books and what are the benefits of using e-books in the exam. I'll put the link in the description as number 2 so you can read this description. And I will create a separate video on using e-books in the exam so you can follow that video as well. If you want to know taking the exam at the testing center, you can read this article so you can get more details regarding testing centers. Now let's look at how those 100 questions are actually divided across 18 topic areas called domains and 5 major categories. The first category is foundation knowledge, which covers 18 questions. This includes medical terminology 4 questions, anatomy 4 questions, compliance and regulatory knowledge 3 questions, and coding guidelines 7 questions. These are the building blocks that support every other section in the exam. The second category is coding systems with 8 questions. That covers ICD-10 5 questions and HCPCS Level 2 3 questions. The third largest category is the CPT Surgical Sections, which together accounts for 36 questions. So 6 questions each for 6 body sections. We will cover those in detail in the next slide. The fourth category is CPT Specialty Code Sections with 28 questions. This covers Radiology 6 questions, Pathology and Laboratory 6 questions, Medicine 6 questions, Evaluation and Management 6 questions, and Anesthesia 4 questions. And the fifth category is Medical Record Cases, 10 questions based on actual clinical documentation. These are the most direct test of real world coding ability and they carry significant weight. So there are 10 questions. So altogether 100 questions. The passing threshold remains 70 out of 100. So let's dig into the first 26 questions, the foundation and coding system domains. First, medical terminology, 4 questions. These test your ability to interpret clinical language using root words, prefixes and suffixes. For example, knowing that nephro refers to the kidney or ectomy means surgical removal, you will need this to accurately read operative reports and physician notes. Anatomy 4 questions. You must be able to identify anatomical structures across all body systems. Understanding anatomy is directly tied to selecting the correct CPT code. Compliance and regulatory 3 questions. This section covers the rules and regulation that governs the medical billing, especially Medicare. Key topics include Medicare Parts A, B, C and D, the false claims checks and anti-kickback statute, NCCI edits, and HIPAA privacy and security rules, and advanced beneficiary notices. Next, coding guidelines, 7 questions. This is the highest weighted domain in the foundation category, and for good reason. It tests your mastery of the official rules for assigning codes, including ICD-10-CM official guidelines, CPT instructional notes, modifier usage, and code sequencing. If you can only focus deeply on one area, make this one. Moving to coding systems, ICD-10-CM accounts for 5 questions. You will need to code across all ICD-10-CM chapters, apply coding conventions like NEC versus NOS, know when to use combination codes, and apply 7th character extensions for injuries and fractures. And HCPCS Level 2, 3 questions, used primarily for Medicare and Medicaid claims. HCPCS Level 2 codes covers supply, durable medical equipment, medications, including the J codes for drug administration and Medicare specific modifiers. So master these 26 questions and you are almost a third of the way to your passing score. CPT Surgical Code Sections are the largest portion of the exam. 36 questions on total, with 6 questions dedicated to each of 6 body system series. They are often the most technical questions and they require thorough knowledge of procedure specific coding rules. So let's go through each one. The 10,000 series covers intergovernmental system, skin, subcutaneous tissue and breast procedures. Key topics includes wound repairs, that is simple, intermediate and complex, how to calculate combined repair lengths, skin grafts, skin destruction, and the nail and pyroanalysis procedures. The 20,000 series covers the musculoskeletal system. This includes fracture care, distinguishing between closed and open treatment, and with and without manipulation, arthroscopy versus open joint procedures, spinal instrumentation and fusion, and wound exploration. The 30,000 series covers respiratory, cardiovascular, hemic and lymphatic procedures. Highlights include pacemaker and defibrillator insertion and replacement, endovascular procedures, vascular access codings, and procedures on the lungs, pleura, and lymph nodes. The 40,000 series covers the digestive system from the lips and mouth all the way through the anus, plus the liver, gallbladder, pancreas, and abdominal procedures. A key distinction here is laparoscopic versus open surgical approaches. The 50,000 series covers urinary, reproductive, and endocrine procedures. This includes the global obstetric package, antepartum, delivery, and postpartum care, thyroid and parathyroid procedures, and both male and female reproductive system coding. And the 60,000 series covers the nervous system, craniotomy, laminectomy, discectomy, spinal cord stimulators, cranial and peripheral nerve procedures. So across all 6 surgical sections, you will be tested on global surgery concepts, modifier usage, procedure specific coding rules. So knowing these well is essential to your exam success. Now let's cover the CPT specialty sections, 28 questions, and the all important medical record cases. Radiology, 6 questions. Radiology coding requires understanding the difference between the professional component, which is the physician's interpretation, reported with modifier 26, and the technical component, which is the equipment and staff, reported with the modifier TC. Topics include diagnostic X-ray, CT, MRI, ultrasound, mammography, screening versus diagnostic, radiation oncology, and nuclear medicine. Pathology and laboratory, 6 questions. You will be asked about organ and disease panels, drug testing, the difference between definite and presumptive testing, molecular pathology, surgical pathology levels, and urine analysis. Medicine, 6 questions. This section is broad and covers immunization administration codes, infusion therapy, including the rules for initial versus sequential infusions, dialysis, chemotherapy administration, biofeedback, and moderate sedation. Evaluation and management, 6 questions. EM coding was significantly revised in 2021. Under the current guidelines, the level of service for office visits is determined by either medical decision making, known as MDM, or by total time spent. The key areas include new versus established patient visits, critical care, preventive medicine, chronic care management, and transitional care management, telemedicine services. So these EM codes are going many changes and updates every year. Anesthesia, 4 questions. Unlike other CPT section, anesthesia is built using a formula, base units plus time units plus modifying units, multiplied by the conversion factor. So you will also need to know the physical status modifiers, P1 through P6 qualifying circumstances. Finally, the medical record cases. 10 questions. These are scenario based questions where you are given actual clinical documentation, an operative note, an office visit note, or a discharge summary, and you must select the best combination of CPT, ICD-10-CM, and HCPCS codes. Read the documentation carefully, and every correct code is always supported by the note. These 10 questions represent a full 10% of the exam, so practice coding from real clinical records as much as possible. But keep in mind, for all 100 questions, per question 1 mark each. So this case scenario is also 10 questions, 10 marks. There's no additional marks for this case scenario. If you want to know more about the exam format, so you can read this article. The link is provided in the description. The exam format, the book notes, book tabs, all the kinds are there. Testing center exams, at-home proctored exams, and passing grades. Breakdown of the 100 questions in the CPC exam. So you can read this as well. And if you want to schedule an exam, you can click this one, log into the AAPC CPC and sign into Access. So once you sign in, you can select the exam. So this is the exam I have selected CPC. Here you can see for voucher for one attempt, one voucher, that is 425 for members. And for the 1 attempt plus 1 retake, it is 499. If you are trying for the first time, better to purchase this voucher for 1 attempt and retakes, because many people pass the exam in the second attempt. So if you are not a member of AAPC CPC, you can get the membership as well. It is 229. So altogether, it will take around $728 for AAPC CPC membership for 1 year and 2 vouchers for first attempt and for the retake. And once you click add to cart, it will move to the checkout. So in the checkout, you can pay using the credit card or monthly payments with Affirm. Here you can see the new membership plus CPC electronic exam 2 attempts, and you can place the order. Now let's talk about the time management in the exam. While you are studying, tab and annotate your code books thoroughly. The CPC is an open book exam, but that only helps you if you can navigate your books quickly. Know where the guidelines are, flag the modify appendices, and mark the most used sections in each book. On the time management side, aim for about 2 minutes and 24 seconds per question on average. But for the anatomy and medical terminology questions, you can quickly find the answer. So save that time for the final case scenario based question. And answer the questions you know first and flag anything you are unsure about. Use the elimination method when you are stuck. Narrow it down to 2 and make your best educated guess. And never leave any questions unanswered. There is absolutely no penalty for guessing. As this is the MCQ question, you can select any one of the answer from 4 choices. Regarding the last 10 cases, you no need to read all the description. To find the answer easily for the 10 cases, please refer my cases tutorial and you will understand how to find the answers easily. And reserve the last 20 to 30 minutes to review your flagged questions. So finally, fast book navigation is a critical exam skill. So before we close out, here a quick reference summary of everything we have covered today. You might want to pause the video here and take a screenshot for your notes. The certifying body is the AAPC, American Academy for Professional Coders. The credential you earn is CPC, Certified Professional Coder. The exam has 100 multiple choice questions and you have 4 hours, that is 240 minutes to complete the exam. The exam format is open book. You may use your physical CPT, ICD-10-CM and CPCS level 2 code books. The passing score is 70%, that's 70 correct answers. You have 2 exam options, at home with live remote proctor or in person at major learning testing centers. Active AAPC CPC membership is required to register. If you pass without 2 years of experience, you receive a CPC-A Apprentice status until that experience is verified. And finally, retakes are allowed through additional fees apply for each attempt. This table is your go-to reference as you plan your exam preparation. So the medical coding is a rewarding career and the CPC credential is a powerful step forward. Study smart, practice consistently and trust your preparation. Hope you may get a thorough knowledge about the CPC exam. So if you have any queries, leave in the comment section. Please subscribe my channel. This channel is dedicated for the AAPC CPC exam. So if you have any queries or any topics to cover, you can contact me using my WhatsApp and email provided in the description. So please subscribe my channel and check out my other playlist as well. Thank you.